Aboni.
We should like cut that, mix it, and release that shit.
Aboni. Check.
Mix that and release that shit.
Hey,
You could cut
I'm
that
gonna
as a
come
drop.
on.
Imagine, I'm just dropping everything.
I'm gonna come on in.
Does that mean you're literally
We are
dropping
going
it?
live. Does that mean what?
I'm down to just start the show.
I'm gonna speak on it. All right. I guess it's time. Well, what are you? You didn't tell me your topics though.
I'll just tell you.
No, just tell me real quick. It's okay.
What
Nobody's in
now?
the rooms yet.
Oh.
Hey, Denny Mang's here.
Hey, what up, dude?
What up, dog?
It's all like pre-prep producer shit.
Yeah, producing, pre-production.
I want to talk to you about Bynum. That's like the other ones that you hit on like the first week of football, because I was gonna talk about like fantasy football and shit too. Like,
I don't know anything about that, so
it's gonna be perfect because it's gonna be like perfect about that.
And I'm not gonna talk that much
it can
about
be
it.
for the lukewarm like fans too.
Oh, mine's super lukewarm.
Dude, it's me.
What up, Denny Mang?
Lukewarm is what you do. That's my specialty.
Hey, if you are in the rooms right now, give us some hearts. Let's do some little hearts, little comments. And we are about to start the show.
Heart attack.
So,
Give me some heart attack.
are we ready? In 3,
Just go with it.
2. Yeah! All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Good Liquor, Cheap Beer.
I don't even know what episode it is.
Hey, it's episode 5 of season 5.
I don't even remember.
Season 5, episode 5.
You make it confusing, and that's what it ends up being.
Yeah. So welcome back to Good Liquor, Cheap Beer.
That's right. How's everybody doing out there?
What's happening?
And like he said, his name is Scenario.
I didn't.
My name is Joel, and he didn't say, so it is. But no, and if you don't know, Scenario just dropped an album recently.
Now you know.
Called Stay Wavy.
Dang.
And this is the shameless promotion part that was added. People that listened to the previous seasons, like this was not there before.
True that.
These guys are now talking about themselves, and
I hate it.
about them.
Nah, but hey, Stay Wavy EP, catch that. You can go to my if you're on Instagram or on Facebook, you can go to my page.
Shout out.
And or you can just go to thescenario.com, and that's THECEENARIO.com. You can catch Steve Wavy. Ooh, I like that.
There he is.
Hey, and Joel, you know, getting all up inhibited and uninhibited.
Where did I get all up?
Where is it coming?
Where is it coming? Where are the claims?
So he dropped a fire ass single that I happen to be a part of.
Actually, Inhibition. Are you talking about?
Yeah. Produced by Denny Mang, Dennis Alvarez.
Shout out to Denny Mang. Shout out to Dennis Alvarez.
Yeah. What up, David D?
The beat for Day Pass as well. You can check the video out for that. But Scenario is on Inhibition. I got to film the video for that. But enough about it for one day.
Once again,
check out Stay Wavy though.
Hey.
Like seriously, check that out. It's dope. But this is really good cheap beer. And people are probably wondering, what the hell are you guys doing there?
All right.
What are you guys doing? What are you guys talking about? Really good cheap beer. And then, so I'll talk about it.
Hashtag sports hip hop news.
Because what exactly does it mean to you?
Oh.
What does good liquor cheap beer mean?
Today is not that cheap, but we got some Modelo. But sometimes, you know, it's PBR.
That's a good deal.
Or 211. Or OE.
Today's not that cheap. But
we've been doing all right. No more struggle.
Oh man,
not that much of a struggle. Yeah, you know. Modelo time.
They'll I think if Denny Mang still is there, like he'll appreciate the fact that I dressed it up with lemon. Oh, actually, we got this dressed up by Erica.
Yeah, you're right. And shout out Erica.
There it is. Shout out Erica. And but Dennis is a tribute to Dennis. Tribute, like he's the only one that does it. No, but hell yeah, dude. There it is. But anyways, we're sipping on Modelo, and like I actually had somebody ask me that again.
Dang.
Good liquor, cheap beer.
So what does it mean?
What does it mean to you? And I guess I'll let everybody know that's listening that good liquor, cheap beer. It just means about like we're just relaxing, we're just having a good time. You know, we're not too good for what. Like a cheap beer sometimes.
A cheap beer.
Like a horrible example.
Yeah. But sometimes it's okay to have something nice and pricey. Every once in a while, you got to celebrate life. You got to celebrate life, man.
Nice and pricey.
Nice and pricey, you know what I'm saying?
So what is,
Slice and dicey.
What's the nice and pricey? Like, what's the nice? Is it weird?
I know some good Japanese whiskey. Oh, no,
like
not
super
beer.
exotic with it. I like it.
They know. Well, actually, delirium. It's or is it called delirium?
What,
There's
like a good beer?
It's not called delirium. I don't know. It's something like that. It's like a Belgian beer, and it's like it has like these pink elephants on it, and it's literally $12 for one freaking beer at the market.
Wow.
I only got it once.
They sold you Because you're
No,
like,
one
that's
time.
a beer. Like, oh, one time.
Yeah. One time. But yeah, what about you, man? So what you like?
Expensive beer,
Mm-hmm.
man. Because I'm like imagine back in the game. Imagine after a while.
I'm back on meth, man.
I like actually all horrible. I like enjoying the beers that are actually a little more higher end.
What's that?
I don't even know, man.
Dang.
It's just the ones that are, they got a lot of hops in them.
All right.
Imagine,
Hoppy.
what is like
Like
pale
some
ale?
IPAs?
Pale ale. Yeah, the IPAs. Actually, I do like IPAs.
India Pale
Yeah.
Ales.
Wait a minute. What is exactly like the pale ale then? Like compared to the IPA?
Don't be testing me on there.
Imagine no. I don't know.
No,
Imagine you tell me.
I don't know.
No
Ale.
test included, and if you
I don't remember the
attempt it,
specifics.
fail, imagine.
I just know that an ale is a type
Trap
of beer,
it.
and it's like it has to do with the way they mash it or the mash that they use for the beer.
And that makes it more expensive.
It makes it. Well, it's just like
there's more work
the
that goes
ratio
into
of like
that.
ingredients. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So
Imagine it was like, dang, that's true.
yeah. So
Imagine
India Pale
that
Ales
is
are the ones
true.
they call like IPAs, and those are like stronger because they have
So
more
were you
hops.
sipping on the IPA when you were listening to the Eminem album?
Ooh,
When you
wee.
like,
Nah.
listening to the Eminem album.
So I had to
That's
start it
something
off.
say
I
about it.
had to start it off with a little bit of a retraction. So retraction, I
Wait,
guess,
because
is
what?
because
What
all
are
right.
you
So
talking
you're like, wait.
Wait, no.
All right. So
We're
Eminem's
talking about
album,
last
episode,
we
season
said-
4.
There it is.
I mean, episode 4.
Set the
Sorry.
stage. Imagine. Set the stage.
You know,
There it
I
is.
talked about how the fact that like the reason I even had the strength or like the energy to look up Eminem's album was because of the people that posted the MGK
strength?
diss. Well, I didn't care. I just don't look up albums. It's
There's
nothing to do with
energy.
Eminem. I just
Okay.
don't listen. Like I don't
There it
have
is.
time to listen. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Unless it's very heavily marketed to me, and then even not even the marketing. It's like if someone I know that I'm close with like really recommends it, then I'm like, all right, let me check
But
this
you're
out.
right. I said because I kind of
You
said
know?
something along those lines last week too.
So the Eminem album last time, I remember that like after the diss, I was excited. Even I was busy though. I was busy that day, but I heard that and I was like, oh, I gotta listen to Eminem album now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was the wrong frame of mind to be listening to it because, as I said last episode, that I would listen to it. The first song is a little slow, but it's he's spitting, but it's like I think it's because of the expectation, right? I was waiting. I'm like, where is it? Where is it that like? Yeah, I was like, where is MGK's like? Where's the diss to MGK? Like, so then of course you don't hear it right away. So then by song 3, I was already like, I guess bored. But it wasn't because I was bored with the album. It's just I was busy and I was like waiting to hear it. Yeah, I thought it was the 5th burp.
Oh, that's
All right.
right.
But anyway, so I finally heard it. I started listening to it like 2-3 days ago. I finally stopped being a cheap ass. I started paying for Spotify again.
Hey, there it is. It's working it out.
Hey. Well, I had it before. I just got. You know what? I got pissed because I didn't know there was a student discount.
This is not my first time.
No, I was pissed because I didn't know there was a student discount, and I paid for it for like 2 years.
That's a good
And
deal.
then student
That's a
discount
good
is
deal
like
there.
so much cheaper, and you get extra shit. So I was pissed, and then they wouldn't give me any kind of discount, like moving forward, or like to compensate me. And I was just like, come on, bro, I've been a student for like 2.5 years, and then so it's like they weren't willing to keep my business in my eyes. So I was like, fuck this. I'm unsubscribing. So then I suffered for the last 2 years with these stupid ads. But anyway, so I'm back on it. So now that's another reason why I don't listen to albums anymore because it's like. I can't get the experience of listening to an album because you got to do shuffle play on the phone and shit,
Yeah.
if you don't pay for it. So I finally stopped being a cheap ass. I paid for it, and I was like, all right, you know what?
Totally worth it.
Now I'm
Because
gonna
I don't
start
remember-
listening to
I don't
albums.
remember the pain.
Yeah,
Imagine I
you
remember
don't.
that
You
anymore.
don't.
I don't.
Yeah.
At all.
So anyway, so I
Yeah,
listened
it's
to it,
totally worth it.
and man, it is
That's great, man.
freaking tight. Yeah,
This is a
dude.
cohesive album. Man.
Yeah, no.
That's great. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the thing. So, okay, I got to think about like what I've been listening to. I've been listening to shit because I have a playlist. If you go to my Spotify, I have a playlist that's called Look Alive, and it's like it's just like dope like club hits like R&B like pop. Wow, I can't even talk.
So Eminem wasn't on
Hip hop,
there before?
hip hop. No, because it's all like club, hip hop, turn up,
Okay,
fucking
okay.
all that shit, right? So
Yeah.
that's what I'm always listening to a lot of because I'm like curating that playlist and like
Funny,
listen to a
that's
lot of
mine, too.
R&B.
Check me out on Spotify.
Yeah.
J-O-L, J-O space W.
Yeah. And so so then it's like I wasn't in the right frame of mind to listen to bars.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. So then
It's a bar.
I started,
Yeah,
like-
that motherfucker gives a bar.
yeah, dude. So then
Shit.
I was listening
Can't
to
believe that.
the Mac Miller album, and then I was listening to
Yo.
yeah, that's a whole other thing, which we'll talk about if you want to. But
Wow.
Kanye West, I heard this random like single.
I think we
Oh,
definitely gotta
because
talk about
I heard
that.
Kanye's single
We'll get
with
into
little
that,
Kanye's single with Little Pump, and then I heard this random other Kanye, rest in peace, Mac Miller.
Yeah.
And then so then Eminem was one of the ones. I was like, you know what? I should listen to the album now that I can listen to it straight through.
Yeah.
So sure enough, I got to enjoy it. I've had to I can't listen to it straight through. I don't have enough time, but
wait,
I
last
listened to
week you
it
said,
in chunks.
And if you guys haven't heard, and if you guys want to hear what I'm talking about, go to Spotify, listen to the last week, episode 4.
Or iTunes, or YouTube, or wherever.
Yeah, everywhere. Yeah, imagine everywhere. Google Music. But you did say that you went through it and you were not impressed.
I was definitely not impressed.
You were not impressed.
I was listening
you were
for.
actually a little pissed because you said
I
it wasted your time. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I may have said that. I don't know.
You did speak with conviction. Imagine I felt it in your tone. No, I'm just kidding. But you did, dude. You were a really hard judge. Like you were a really hard critic.
Yeah.
On Eminem last week.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Go back, listen to a couple tracks.
So
at least listen to the standouts. Because to me, and now I'll tell you, you came back this week. And you listened to the album.
Right.
I didn't listen to the album after I told you that I listened to it last week because I listened to it at that time. And got busy. Imagine, you know, like,
and I got busy.
And I imagine, and I didn't listen to it.
Right.
So what I hear, and I've actually started developing more feelings for the album as because I'm hearing everybody else's opinions on it.
Right.
And it's really cool that you went back and you listened to it and you started appreciating it. But I think now that you appreciate it more than I do.
Yeah. All right. So
now
check
you're like, I listened to the whole album. It sounds good.
And you know what?
I like it. And I'm like,
I'm not gonna be a poser.
Before I was like, dude, listen to it. Now I'm like, I don't know, the whole album.
I'm not gonna be a poser. I have to be honest. I haven't gotten through totally of it, but I got through
I got through
and I didn't want to put you on the spot. I got through 80% of it. I just because I haven't. It's still there. It's still there. I'm still gonna finish listening to it. But anyway, dude, I'm trying to load it up on my Spotify right now so I can actually tell you the name of the songs. But to start off, it's a little slower. But dude, I started listening to it and I was like, wow, the first 3 songs, he just fucking goes in and is just. I was actually listening to his bars and I was like, oh, dude.
Will we be able to hear the audio?
Maybe, but that's the thing. It's it's taking forever to load up on the computer right now. But actually, maybe right now we might be able to listen to it.
The clutch.
Yeah. So anyway, the first one, it might be super loud for the people that are on the live. So I apologize in advance. But for the people that are actually listening to the studio version on the podcast, it won't be super loud. But so Kamikaze is the one that I'm thinking about. So let's see, Kamikaze. So the first one, The Ringer. The Ringer is really good to start. You know,
yo, is that the
I don't want to waste too much time, but I'll just tell you.
That's the one.
Yeah, so he already starts off. So then when I listened to that, I was like, The Ringer, just the intro.
That's the one.
I was like, ooh, wow.
It's
already. Yeah, it's the first track. Yeah.
You guys want to talk about the
but
construction of an album?
It's not a club banger though. It's not a club banger. And I've been listening to nothing but Travis Scott for a week.
But when you
So I've been listening to nothing but Travis Scott for a week.
You listened to The Ringer last week and you didn't.
No, I just it didn't register. I listened to it. It was just there, but I was in my room and I wasn't listening. Dude, so standout tracks. So dude, those first 3, The Ringer, The Greatest, when he talks about being the greatest MC. And then, dude, Lucky You, it's the one with Joyner Lucas. Oh, my God. And then, Lucky I Am. He does kind of look like him, huh? And then Royce the 5'9", Not Alike. Oh, my God. Where he rips the Drake beat, that Drake Block Boy JB type beat. That shit is that shit is hard, dude. So he did their thing. Yeah, they did the whole, they did the whole new shit, and they killed it. Even Kamikaze is one of those where I kind of didn't want to like it.
But it's that he did the J. Cole thing. Where he did it, but put his own, he's using the cadence, but it's his own. So it's almost the Day of Atonement in the Jewish calendar. And so I must atone at this moment for being so shrewd in an uneducated assessment of the Kamikaze album. Dude,
and so
you gotta come back and make a on-air retraction.
On-air retraction, bro. Wow. So anyway, go listen to that Kamikaze because if you gotta be in the med space, you gotta be in the headspace though. Don't expect to listen to fucking club bangers or something that's gonna make you want to party and shit. But it is gonna be hard ass beats and fucking sick ass bars, and he's just destroying motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah, I would actually argue, dude. Like, since it's so modern, like people you can party to that, man. You can turn up to that. Like, obviously, you're not gonna be in a club. So
I changed my expectations. That's what I mean.
But
I'm not talking. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I said if you're getting pumped up, ready to go out to a club.
Hard enough, dude. How do you feel about? Well, obviously, you would mourn it. Like, but the passing of Mac Miller, dude.
It's really sad.
It's crazy because we didn't even have that on the tentative outline, not because it's like,
that happened literally the morning after our last filming, our last recording. It happened the morning after.
Wow, man.
So yeah, rest in peace, Mac Miller. That dude, it's pretty crazy, man. Because when we first started doing music, like with the Jalapeno Brothers stuff, like dude, that was around the same time where he was coming up. It was like blog hip hop, and like him and Wiz were coming up through the blogs and like just doing their fucking touring indie shit.
Yeah.
Were they both on Rostrum or like the independent label?
Yeah.
And dude, so I remember all that, and I'm like, I remember thinking that the guy was good. He was dope. Like, and then like,
what year was that, dude? Like,
that's like, I have to say like 2010-ish, around there. And I'm sure maybe he that's when he was popping off. I'm sure like hardcore fans out there probably like correct me and be like, well, he's probably, you know, blah 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 since before. But you know, like that's a while ago. And then, you know, time's gone on. I don't,
because think about where he got,
dude.
like
so
how high he got.
I didn't even know. I was so ignorant to the whole fucking show that he had, dude, on MTV.
Yeah.
I watched an episode last night.
Did you?
Like Aaron showed me. Yeah, I Am Jam showed me. He's like, showed me an episode, and I was like, dude, this is hilarious. Because the guy's just charismatic. He's just very charismatic, and he's like funny and like young. He's like good looking dude. I'm sure like
how he shot up to like celebrity status.
Yeah.
Ariana Grande, dude.
Oh
And
yeah.
to me, like, that was so crazy.
That
like,
became a household name, like a non-hip hop household name. Yeah.
Well, that's another level.
Right.
So it's like of like celebrity, you know, like stardom and whatnot. And
to me, when he linked up with like Anderson .Paak,
people come from like the blogs like that, and like, you know, it's the Mac Miller one though. It was, to me, that was pretty cool because that dude can rap, man. Or,
yeah.
You know, he did rap very well, and it was just like it was sad, dude. It was pretty tragic. It was pretty tragic, dude, because I was just talking to somebody about Mac Miller like the week before. And I remember telling somebody that I thought that he didn't get the credit that he deserved as an MC. And not to say that he's like the best, like that I'm going to claim to have been like,
the best day
Mac
ever
Miller fan, or not to claim that he was like the best like MC ever. Like, but he was a great artist. And I remember thinking he was a really good artist because his music was always dope. Even when he was coming up, it was still like dope raps, you know. He didn't come up because of like something where he was like the new gangster rap, like rap or anything. He came up backpack rap, and then so that's why he actually had credibility as a dope MC. And yeah, dude, it's a bummer because he actually evolved as an artist, man.
Yeah.
Like, he had big jumps in artistic, like, you know.
And you know what? I'm really sad actually. So now I'm actually,
dude. Every album he got better.
So because
something different.
Because I wasn't checking for him, like when I started listening to, obviously I listened to it now, like I listened to the last album that he put out, Swimming, and I had noticed that he was coming out with like doper shit after like that Ariana phase, and then like he had shit with like Anderson .Paak that was like, I can't think from losing.
Oh, that song's on my playlist.
Complicated. Yeah, dude, that shit. Dude, and he wrote that beat like super, like that shit was really. I was like, and because I hadn't been checking for him and I hadn't known anything, I was like, whoa, this is amazing. Like maybe he'd have probably already been doing that type of shit for a while. Yeah. But so then when I listened to Swimming and I listened to the Divine Feminine, like I was listening to those and I was like, wow, I really missed out on a lot of good music for all these last couple of years. So anyway, so yeah, it's sad, man. Yeah. So they're really good. Yeah. So anyway, it's really sad, man. The dude's really young. Like it's crazy. I saw someone on the internet the other day. They said, man, we weren't listening because if you look at his, like a bunch of people are saying these like theories about his artwork. Like I looked at it too, and it looks like he's like sitting in a coffin almost, or like this doorway, and there's like a window of light. Yeah. His feet are dirty. I don't know. And then the whole thing about like in the beginning, the first song, "Come Back to Earth," I think he's like, I look just like Texas shooting sun. Talks about like I need to find a way out. I mean, that's what happened, you know. But a lot of people like to, you know, have a good time and escape. And I'm not trying to. Yeah, but then, you know what's crazy though too, like you know what's crazy though? Like to play devil's advocate to it, and we talk about like, oh, we weren't listening, or like we couldn't songs, and it's like, at what point especially from
I'm just saying.
No, not even him.
Artists that are like expressing themselves in the same way.
No, I'm saying like, you know, people are saying like, oh, we should have known type of thing. But then I'm like, well, he's an artist, and a lot of artists and singers, and, like there's these deep cutting lyrics, and they're like talking about depression, or they're talking about things, right? And for a lot of artists over the time, yes, there's been a lot that unfortunately have lost to substance abuse or other mental health issues or suicide or whatever. And it's really sad, but it's like, wow, unfortunately, like that sometimes is like, that's what happens, because these are some of the most tortured souls in entertainment.
I said that is because you said he was kind of like telling us, right? Like he was telling us,
right?
Dude, I've heard that, and like I don't want to just change the conversation to somebody else, like because this guy's so polarizing.
Right.
But I've heard that about Kanye, that like he's telling us about his mental health problems. He's telling us about all these things, and now we see him spaz out, and you see like TMZ covering him, showing him like just spaz out,
right?
And it's like he's saying these ludicrous things, but he's been telling us about these mental health problems that he has,
and we haven't been listening. Right.
And I was told by like a good friend of mine, you know, like put that on to me and was like opened my eyes and was like, dude, we're not gonna know until Kanye passes.
Yeah, and so dude, that's the thing, right? So
that sucks.
So it's always in retrospect, people are like, oh, we should have known, or we should have known. But like, dude, for a lot of artists, when you're creating a song, that is your therapy in itself, and that actually helps keep you alive. For others, it gets to a point where I guess I can't fucking act like I know. I'm still here. I haven't gone through that, thank God. But like, you know, it's so it's like, at what point do you tell somebody like, no, you shouldn't be writing music like that. Like you shouldn't be creating that because or you need help. Like you need help, and it's like, you know,
it's like the thing that you need that like keeping you to survive is also
the music.
Is the music, but that's also bringing you into this dark place because of the emotions that you explore. You know what I mean? It's like that. Almost like a paradox. Huh?
Totally.
Like so, it's that's a trip, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that sucks because that shows because that is their job, right? It's kind of like when you have a problem and like a
comedian.
Like, it's funny because because when you have like an eating problem, you have to eat to survive. Like so, like if you have an eating problem, it's not like a substance problem where man, people are gonna be like, what do you like? How do you mean? But I'm saying like that's like he has to do music right now. Like he had to do music to survive. Like that was his job and everything, and that's blessed, right? Blessed to have that as his gig. But that's also the thing that he was where he was expressing himself in.
Right.
You know, ultimately that could bring somebody down, but like you said, that's another take on that.
So yeah, man.
We totally just went.
We hijacked the whole show. We haven't even talked any sports yet. Everyone's gone.
That deserves it.
Yeah. So rest in peace once again, Mac Miller. You know, sorry that as always when someone passes is when you start to get more appreciated, unfortunately. But yeah, man. So I guess, you know, with respect, we move on to, you know, another topic. Oh, first week of the NFL.
I mean, you brought it up, and I was like, that's interesting that you were like all into it.
So
because I'm into it too. I'm into it probably for a different reason. So like, what were you into it for?
All right.
What are you into?
Well, I happened to have a work fundraiser yesterday, and like I planned it.
There's always fucking money on the line for it or something.
Yeah.
Is there money on the line?
No. It wasn't actually gambling. I wanted to though. I was tempted, but it was a work fundraiser, so we all went to this pizza place, and then we had football on, and it was perfect because it was like, oh, let's have this fundraiser. And the boss was asking me like, oh, should we have it here? And I was like, actually, that's a great idea. It's Monday Night Football. We'll probably have a great turnout because people will want to come out and drink and have beer and watch the game. Yeah. And so when I saw what it was, you know, like I said, what do we eat? When I saw what it was, there was an earlier Monday Night Football game, and I forgot who that was. Obviously, I'm not a hardcore NFL fan, but I saw that it was the Rams versus the Raiders, and I was like, oh, Rams versus the Raiders, sick.
That was awesome because my fantasy week. Imagine just like interrupt.
No, do your thing.
My fantasy week ended. Well, we know that was the last game of the first week. The last game of the first week of the season, right?
And it was intense. Rams won.
Dude, that was like it came down to that was the last game, and I was losing by like 3 points, and I had the Rams defense in fantasy football. So, dude, when the Rams intercepted the ball in the end zone, I was like, hell yeah, that's it. That's my week. It's it. That's it. So yeah, it was.
I'm just happy, man. We loaded. Imagine LA Rams.
Do you consider the Raiders like your team at all?
No.
Not at all?
Not at all.
and tell me like why you don't consider them and you consider the Rams. And because I consider I consider the Rams. I know it'd be better. Imagine it would be better if I considered the Raiders my team for the but I for the conversation. But no, dude, I am the same way.
I just grew up in a Rams household. That's all. My brother liked the Rams, and I was little.
They're still Oakland's team.
And who's Oakland's team?
I mean, the Raiders.
They are Oakland's team. They're always going to be Oakland's team.
I feel like they've never been.
They're always going to be Oakland. Exactly. That's why I'm saying I don't consider them
And now they're going to Vegas.
Yeah, that's cool.
They're playing craps.
They're looting the booty. The booty they're plundering. But yeah, man. So and there was a bunch of Raider fans yesterday at the fucking spot. So I was just like, yeah. And then it gets me into it because I'm not even all hardcore, right? But then they're all going all hard. So then I was like, of course I have to go against it. So I'm like, yeah. Every time something happened. No, not at all. I was wearing just regular ass clothes. But I do know, I know we got Gurley. I know we got Goff, the dope, and then we got Ndonaghan too. And we're pretty loaded. So they're supposed to take a run. I'm gonna rep LA. They rep LA more than anyone else to me. So anyway, that's what it is.
Funny? I saw. Imagine, what's funny? Speaking about LA, because you might remember this dude.
I love LA.
His name is Andrew Bynum. Imagine Andrew Bynum. Dude, I saw that Bynum was trying to come back.
Who that?
And I wanted to ask you
who that?
About that.
That's gotta be one of our drops for sure. Who that?
Oh, dude, this is uncensored. I can't believe
it's back. It's back.
What minute is
so Andrew Bynum. So wait. He's back where?
Because people were like
at the 24-hour fitness locker room.
You're like, he's back. Wait a minute. He's back. He's back on the scene, bro. Imagine he's back on the scene.
What, coaching?
And he's going to tryouts. Imagine to try to make the squad. He was at the Laker tryout today.
What?
He was at the Laker tryout today. Did you know that?
No.
And it's just crazy how I saw that. It's but I
saw him running in circles from basket to basket, doing no dribble dunks.
I didn't,
in circles. I saw him do that.
I actually didn't see any of the actual videos.
People. So I saw a bunch of videos. Okay, well, I saw a video. I'll tell you what he looked like. I saw a video. It was probably 15 to 20 seconds long, maybe 30 seconds.
Good, though,
and it was a video of Andrew Bynum running and catching a ball, taking 2 steps, dunking, running 3 strides, catching a ball, 2 steps, dunking, and doing that 5 times. He did it in circles. That was, and then the caption said, Andrew Bynum is back.
I'm not happy with that stuff.
Yeah, it said Andrew Bynum is back. And I'm like, it's just him catching the ball.
That's why when I said Andrew Bynum is back, you're like,
no, okay. So then
I was disappointed.
Yeah, and then the last 15 seconds, though, he was showing some post moves. So, I mean, we'll see, man. We do need I was talking about last week that we need a center.
Yeah, you did.
So,
you did.
I'll take him at a veteran's minimum.
The first time I saw it was yesterday. Andrew Bynum's attempting a comeback.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, interesting.
I'll take it.
Well, at first, I actually had horrible. I'm not judging him. For some reason, I was like, what do you mean? And I think it's because I was so bummed out with how his
bum knee
for a while. There you go. See, there it is. Imagine there's the flavor.
His bum knee or the way he treated his bum ass attitude.
So much potential.
Taking threes when he had no business doing it.
Well, now
getting traded to the Sixers. Yeah, well, he was dropping threes in the video too. But it's uncontested threes.
No shit.
Uncontested threes. Shaq's done it too.
I've seen
Dwight's do it too.
Dwight's do it. All of the Dwight's.
That Dwight's.
Imagine part
maybe I'm part pig. All right, so inside joke. All right, hey man. So real quick though, I just need to give a quick shout out, a congratulations to the Seattle Storm, the WNBA champions.
Seattle Supersonic.
Nah, Supersonic.
The actual
Supersonic. Hey, the S is for super and the U is for unique. All right, so yes, man. So congratulations, Seattle Storm. Congratulations, Sue Bird. You're 3-time champ, I believe, in the WNBA. Breaking news.
I watch it.
And shout out to.
I watched the game after.
Dude,
I love all basketball.
There's some ballers.
For me, imagine.
Right.
I'll watch any game.
Dude, in high school, remember we used to go to all the games. Every sport.
Any game. Equal opportunity sports.
For sure. Love sports.
It is the truth.
Men and women volleyball, men and women basketball, fucking football, cheerleading. Fucking cheerleading?
One person playing multiple.
Actually.
I'm a fan of every sport, no matter how many people are participating in it at the moment.
I may have said the cheerleading thing with the chuckle, but it's not even a joke. We did
like
go to
that.
a cheerleading competition.
Oh, yeah. And those are actually entertaining, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, there's a lot of competition.
So, bowling. No, we didn't go to bowling, but we did go to some other shit.
I was watching that on TV last time, and I was like, that's actually pretty entertaining.
You know what the fuck I was watching on ESPN one Saturday morning?
Imagine.
No, that's amazing, but we're gonna get there. Hold on. I watched cornhole.
Don't you dare transition me.
The cornhole championships, bro. Do you know what cornhole is? I am cornholio. Are you threatening me? Hey,
people are gonna love that.
Yeah, are you threatening me? Hey, hey, do you know what cornhole is though?
Yes.
Really?
Asshole.
No, dude. Okay, it's like horseshoe. It's like you stand from one side to another side. There's like a metal, wooden board with a hole, and you throw the bean bags. All right. So anyway, yeah. So equal opportunity sport. But anyway, just real quick. Real quick, Sue Bird, congratulations. And also, dude, that chick's a hella baller. She won 2 championships in college and 3 in the WNBA. So
dude,
congratulations, Sue Bird. Breanna Stewart was the MVP today.
Any professional sport, it takes a lot to win that.
Yeah, man. They swept the Washington Mystics.
So many people put millions of dollars to try to win those championships. So no, that's great.
So congrats. Three game sweep. 3 game sweep.
That's right, they did 3.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
So wait, so what else you were mentioning watching good of the sport? What is that?
Boxing.
Boxing.
Well, you brought it up, dude. You reminded me, dude. I remember when we signed the contract, Triple G, Canelo.
Shit.
People are like,
Triple A better toe your ass.
You guys never go to 4 topics. No, I'm just kidding. You fizzle out at about 2. Imagine, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
You fizzle out at about 2. 5th burp happens around the 3rd one.
Hey,
that's when they
where's the 3rd fart?
Oh, man. A new low. A new low has been reached.
That one stopped you in your tracks, huh?
You know what's funny? It's like, you might think, God, imagine. No, I'm just kidding. No, you might think like, oh, dude, that's not even a big thing, though, because Howard Stern changed the game, bro. He talked about everything. What? And then it's like now, because you can talk about anything now. Sure. Satellite radio, it's like, it doesn't even matter. Imagine the internet.
Gooches?
I don't know.
Hey, I don't know.
Me, we won't know until we're told not to
But
say
this Saturday, bro, it's creeping up on us just like a creeper. And it's Saturday, September 15th.
What?
Celebration of independence for Mexico. And it's Triple G.
Like,
Gennady Golovkin versus Gennady Golovkin. I don't know why he's Irish. But versus Canelo. All right, if you're going to take my money and put it on a bet right now, it's Triple G.
No.
Triple G.
God damn it, I have to set you up to put the climax. Imagine tension in the voice. No. You really think it's Triple G over Canelo?
Well, real quick, who won the first one?
Well, who do you think won the first one?
No, you answered the question. I asked you.
Dude.
It's a draw.
It was a tie.
Right, but who won?
I thought that Triple G won, personally.
Isn't it undoubtable?
I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, but the thing is now.
I didn't know at the time because I was drinking the Canelo Kool-Aid. And I didn't really I kind of wanted to say it, but I was watching the replay last night because I was watching the what is it? Not the,
I learned to be very unbiased.
The HBO, the thing that set you up. So they showed the previous bout, and I was like, wow, he super won that shit hands down.
Oh, without a doubt.
And then motherfucker said he 118 to 112. How? In what world did Canelo win by that margin?
That's a bummer.
So anyway, so then why? So you don't think Triple G's gonna win this one?
I think that it could be a better fight. Imagine, because now Canelo knows what to expect. I think it'd be a better fight, but dude, Triple G's like pound for pound, like on the real, that dude's like one of the best. I mean, the best. Like, I think he's like the best fighter in the world.
Yeah.
Pound for pound, and Canelo. Man, imagine, I thought that.
This is the life.
He's a great fighter, solid fighter. Imagine, support him, all that. But, I mean, I love the burps. Dude, it couldn't even be Mayweather. Imagine. People like, the fuck?
I know. What do you mean it couldn't even beat him?
Well,
he should have stood more of a chance, but what do you mean?
Right?
What do you mean?
I mean, at that point, because people
Mayweather's done this beautiful.
At that point, I mean, after he went through even more people after that, but at that point, it was like, dude, touche. Yeah. Nah, dude, best fighter ever, man. Mayweather, dude, like that's like defensive dude going to Vegas. That's the first billboard you see.
Yeah, still TMT.
TMT.
Yeah,
it says 50-0.
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious.
And and
Yeah,
I was like,
motherfucking Mayweather.
imagine how did it get to Mayweather? Nah, Triple G. I actually agree with you.
Yeah,
I think Triple G is gonna take it, but dude, I would like.
I don't know. Canelo got the mad cow power now.
now.
He got the mad power HGH.
24.
Yeah.
Like in instances like
no, but I knew about that since before.
It's so interesting to watch the fight because you would think Triple G is gonna go in there and like own him, but what do you do? Imagine what do you do?
What do you do?
When the opposite happens and whatnot.
Oh,
Dude, you brought up that other show, the LeBron Shop show. And I saw the trailer, and it's like they're in the barbershop. What are they?
It's the shop.
It's the shop.
It's the motherfucking shop.
Like, what are they talking about?
Hey, so it's the first time, dude. It's the first time. It's crazy, dude. LeBron's gotten to a point. Yeah, LeBron's gotten to a point where, like, because I don't know if he's done this on other things, but like where he's just speaking so freely, like, because he's like cussing and shit. And
oh, no shit.
Yeah. So it's pretty funny because it's like I don't know how many people actually like would notice that, but like I really sat in there and I was like noticing. I was like, yeah, motherfucker, like just all easy, right? Like just being loose, being a person, just talking, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, though,
now, bro.
yeah. But at the same time, it just goes to show it's like
bro.
I think he's just reached a level of like where you can't judge him for anything, like really.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just like
He's
why wouldn't he just?
Very, very comfortable.
He's super comfortable.
Yeah.
That's awesome, and they talk about this actually. So it's pretty dope. There's a shitload of people there. Yeah, shitload of people there. It's like what I don't know. I'm trying to name them off the top of my head. What's her name? Candace Parker, Draymond Green.
Dre.
Yeah,
Magic?
Max. Maverick. His
Hey, yo,
manager
Dre,
is there. John Stewart. Vince Staples.
Yo, that's dope.
Odell Beckham, Jr.
Shit.
And fucking more people, dude. But like, cause they just start introducing people. They come in throughout the episode and shit. But it's pretty crazy. Like John Stewart's the only white dude there, and but it's like pretty funny because they talk about that and like the whole time it's mostly LeBron and John Stewart and like Aaron, dude. I Am Jam, like he's the one who brought it up. He's like, dude, John Stewart like controlled that whole show, and I was like, and then I thought about it. I was like, oh, crazy. He did make that shit just flow smooth, like flow smoothly. He's kind of like guiding the whole conversation, kind of. And then LeBron was just like talking about just different things, and everyone else was just kind of chiming in. But dude,
I was gonna say that because I've all the people that you told me he's actually like the host. He's a host.
Yeah.
Like so, he's obviously like insert. And aside from that, like super bright dude, like has great opinions on everything, obviously. Like, but yeah, dude, he can actually control and steer a flow and like make sure that the show is going accordingly.
So they did that very wisely. That was a very wise choice.
That's a conscious decision.
Super conscious decision. And it was really good, man. And they were just talking about topics. Yes, they got political. Being black in America, even though you're rich, like shit like that. And, just he was talking about like how he has a daughter. And he was talking about his daughter, about like when she says I can't, like he corrects her and shit like that. And like Candace was like, oh yeah, I love that you say that about.
Is that what LeBron said? I heard Kobe say that before.
Yeah. So
he's heard that exact same thing.
Yeah. So that's dope. Mamba blood. But
all about them.
Dude, and Draymond, dude.
I like the Lakers.
Draymond essentially said that LeBron is the best player in the world. Like in other words though, like it was just crazy because he said he was talking about how like LeBron didn't become who he is today until the day that he had the press conference and he said I'm the best player in the world.
And when was that?
I think that was wasn't that the second one that they lost against the Warriors? Or is that the one that came back? I don't know if that's the one that came back or the following season that they actually. I think it was after the 3-1 comeback. It was the following season where they actually lost.
Where they lost.
And I think it's that one where he said, "I'm the best player in the world."
Like, so how can they be like?
Yeah. So Draymond is contending that that's when he became the LeBron of today.
Ooh.
And I was like, it was kind of weird because it's like you look at LeBron and he's kind of like he's like I don't know if I want to agree to that, but at the same time. But no. I'm just saying, like, you could tell, like, it's like, because I thought about it, I'm like, what would he, like, there's a part of me that's probably like, fuck that, I've been this guy since forever. But then he's acknowledging,
and he has to, no matter what, he has to say that. Right. He has to have that mindset.
But Draymond is acknowledging, though, it's like, it wasn't.
The respect at the same time.
Yes. He didn't, he said, he's like, you didn't get there until you did that. Once you said that, and you were fucking finally said, fuck everyone, I am the best. That's when you became like unstoppable. Like, and I was like, wow, that's dope.
It is
mad respect
because it actually showed in the stats. Because last year he had it was like the year that he had the ball winners. It was the year that he was, dude. It got to the point where at the end, and he's been doing this on other teams where he was clearly the best player and was steering them through the playoffs. But he would still defer sometimes, remember?
Yeah.
Like, he would still defer, not because he's scared. I was always like laughing when people say that. He's scared. I'm like, no, dude, that guy was open. That's the better basketball play. But eventually got to the point where he's like, dude, I'm better. Like, I need to be like finishing.
Yeah.
Because if I depend on other people, they're not gonna come through at the same rate that I will.
That was the only part of his game that he didn't have like completed.
Totally.
Complete.
Totally.
Once he accepted that,
doing that, and last year he just going through like the teams in the playoffs because he had to do it himself. Like, dude, when it went to the Celtic games, when it was like game 6 and 7, like must-win games, dude, those games, it was like he was controlling the ball and he was scoring the ball. It almost seemed like he was scoring every fucking point.
Yeah.
Like every fucking point.
Because he had to.
It was had to.
2007 all over again.
Because the Celtics would come down and fucking shoot a jumper, and then they got mid-range jumper, pass it, the layup. He'd come down and he's like, dude, I have to make sure I try to get this shot off because I know I'm at least going to have a better chance.
And because my motherfucking...
Because if not, we're going to fall behind because they're going to keep getting buckets on back over there. So I got to put that ball. And because my shooters ain't shooting. Like, shoot, duh. Man, and even if they shoot and they ain't making it.
That's what I mean.
Throwing that shit in the river.
So that's
J.R. Smith.
Yeah,
J.R. Smith don't even know if there's a timeout. You don't know if the ball's in play.
Bro.
Where is that guy's head?
Damn,
that was ridiculous.
King of the memes this summer after
Dude,
that, bro.
King of the fucking retard. Actually, man.
Poor J.R. Smith.
Imagine to say at the same time, no offense, man.
Dude, I wonder...
This is uncensored.
Hey, I wonder if he's going to be in those, when they have like those Sundays... those Sunday, Saturday sports things where they just put together a bunch of plays and they make a whole show for you to fucking spend 4 hours watching. So I wonder where that's gonna rank. Where they have those sports follies of like all times, like the one where the guy passed through his legs in first and then like he scored a World Series on that. Like, I wonder where do you think that's gonna rank, dude? And all the sports follies. Do you think it's gonna be in the top 25?
The reason why it won't be on like the top, well, shit, it is so significant.
It's pretty significant, bro.
Yeah, it is so significant.
They could have won that game.
You said top 20. Is your top? And I thought you were going to go.
It's not going to be top 5.
You're like top 10. I'm like, it's not top. You're like top 25. I'm like, yeah.
That's arguable, right?
Yeah,
it's
very significant. I can see that.
It's going to be.
Definitely could be in the top 25. That's pretty shitty. The thing about the Red Sox is like, they could have won.
Yeah, that's true.
J.R. Smith was like, they needed to keep winning after that.
Yeah, you're right.
But at the same time, if they would have done those things, they could have had a chance.
If they would have done it. I don't know why that happened.
Had a chance.
Hey, real quick about LeBron, though. Do you know about that whole thing that that Fox News lady told him to shut up and dribble?
No.
You didn't even know about that?
Oh, but I've heard that.
From WoW, right?
I've heard
she said literally to tell him to shut up and dribble.
English spoken about when they're speaking about, like, issues.
But it was, like, specific last year. And then LeBron responded, and he said, no, I will not shut up and dribble, right? So,
I did hear about that.
So yeah, dude.
I thought it was like last week.
That's the name. That's the name of a 3-part series.
Shut up.
That he's doing on Showtime.
I love that shit.
Congratulations, LeBron.
I love it, dude.
You the man.
It's like, take that.
You the man.
People listening like, you wanna kiss some more ass, motherfucker?
Yeah, bro,
like,
no, he's a Laker now. Why would I not soak it up?
Man, dude. That's just crazy still. Imagine it's crazy still. And dude, the NBA season's here, coming back. It's already turning the corner. Imagine he's gonna come back preseason and everything, but it's gonna be cool.
So wait, you didn't even finish telling me real quick. What's what you think about Bynum?
Coming back?
No, what do you think? Yeah.
I'm okay. So at first, imagine people are like, wait a minute.
Hold on. I just want to, because we're still on the basketball thing. That's fine.
Okay, that's what makes sense to the Lakers stuff too, dude. I thought. When I first saw it, I wasn't that into it. I was like, what the hell? Imagine, because I was like, dude, that dude was so good before. Now it sucks he trailed off. Or he had so much potential.
Right.
So much potential. And it was such a bummer. But it might have been because of his legs, injured, all that. Because of the sour, like, that left that bad taste in my mouth. I was like, you know what? I don't know. Imagine, I was like laughing. I'm like, dude, I don't know if he's like going to be able to come back or those legs working and all that. And then I thought about it. I'm like, dude, we actually could use a center.
Yeah.
Imagine we could actually use a center. We have McGee right now. But then the other thing is like, dude, the whole NBA is different.
Yeah.
It's a whole different NBA now. That dude was so good before. Like, I mean, so good because of the way we could have used him too. Like we were using with Kobe, where it was like, he's a big dude in the middle, played the post.
And he's got actual post moves.
Exact. Oh, dude, because he used to work with
And he had a little jumper, dude. He's always had a little jumper.
Dude, I don't know, man. Imagine, so in the beginning, I was like, dude, I don't know if like that. I don't know if that's actually gonna happen. Then like as 2 days passed, I was like, you know what, dude? If that dude can ball, I wouldn't be opposed to him being on the Lakers.
Yeah.
That'd be super dope, man. Like, and then it'd be cool to have like a little tribute back for him, like, you know, because they said
Him and Kobe?
like getting. Dude, I've been saying stuff about that.
Shaq's been saying that. He's like, yeah,
Kobe's gonna come out of
that
retirement.
he should just that he lives for that type of stuff. That he would like just be kind of like
Kobe would,
healthy and then kind of like mid-season.
I'll tell you this. Imagine like if I like
tell me this.
I'll tell you that like if he could play at like that high level to compete with like even the the thing is like athleticism after like father time, right?
Right.
Like the athleticism starts to wear out that like you got dudes burning you that have no business burning you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like if he could stay up with like at least a bar of like where the talent is and like right now, he would totally do that. But he's already older where he knows, damn, dude, I got people burning me that got no business doing that. And like that's why you have to let people know it's last game. Imagine and drop like both
60
points. There it is.
Freaking crazy.
I think that that's it. Imagine.
Real quick, for the people that's following the Instagram, man, I you know, we didn't talk about this in the
I love
outline.
it, dude.
I wanted to say just real quick to touch on tennis. I was going to talk about how Federer retired over the weekend on Saturday or Friday.
I love tennis.
Yeah, but
not be a 2-hour
but
show.
it turned out to be
no.
it turned out to be a joke. Apparently, he's not retiring. So.
Oh yeah.
And Serena, remember that whole thing, dude? What like she lost to a Japanese girl, but you know she said she called that fool a thief. The chair judge.
Yeah.
And then so what do you think about all that, man?
Well, it's interesting because like that's how it takes. At first, you know, she started pulling some cards. Imagine pulling some cards and saying like you treated me like this because
right.
You know who I am personally. And once they started, people started putting out some stats about what other people that have been flagged for the same like offenses within the sport. I was like, I don't know if this was the right time to be saying all those things.
Right.
And maybe you might have been a little passionate in the moment, and that happens sometimes.
Right.
And because of like the time that we're in, and because she is like arguably the best of all time.
Yeah.
And she'll get the coverage and the media coverage, and I was like focused on the headlines, everything. I'm like, dang, I don't know if maybe she might have jumped the gun, like trying to blame them for something, because when they pulled up the stats, it showed that the judges, and I don't even know what you're going to say about this, but once I started doing a little more research, and they started saying, you know, the stats show that judge has pulled, like, given the same offense to other players in the past.
Right.
And they've shown that, that they might not have been biased at all.
Yeah. I mean, well, shout out is two minorities. shout, I mean,
it's worth a shot.
I think it's funny. I think it's peculiar. I mean, I don't really know.
The thing that sucks is because there's other times that I would have applied.
Yeah.
And she waited too late to say that,
yeah.
Probably to use that card, and now she's gonna be, because of the moment, it wasn't the right circumstance to say that anymore, and all that pent up aggression or like those pent up feelings on those issues were valid.
She broke the fuck out of that racket.
Valid, dude. They're valid claims, but not for that particular situation.
They're Khaled claims.
Imagine they're DJ Khaled claims.
But dude, she broke the fuck out of that racket. Hey, but dude, shout out Naomi Osaka though.
And you know what, dude? It's all good. You can express yourself. Like,
yeah,
and then
express yourself.
She didn't get fined.
Oh, no, I think she did get fined.
She did get fined.
Yeah, but shout out, you know, two minority women in the championship.
Like, that's what makes it hurt.
And shout out Naomi Osaka. And yeah, man. So I just want to say it one more time. Thank you very much, motherfucker. Thank you very much.
Is that it, dude?
I think so. I think it's about that day. Today is Good Liquor.
Episode 5.
Season 5.
That's Scenario.
My name is Scenario. His name is
Joe Easy.
Joel.
Wait, what's the scenario?
Hey, it's thescenario.com. Go listen to Stay Wavy. Thank you very much for everybody who's already.
Instagram.com/Good Liquor Cheap Beer.
Damn.
Check it out. Pick your poison. Go to the bio. Check it out wherever you want.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
A-Town.
Hey, dang. Ladies, losers. Hey, everybody that's still here on the Facebook, give me a cheer. Oh, yeah, motherfucker.